I want to bring you now Dan Bidondi, Infowars reporter, someone people admire for his courage. People ask, why did I hire Dan Bidondi? Because, you know, I mean, if you go back to the way I was first on air 18 years ago, I'd stutter and stammer sometimes. I still do it. I would get overly excited. I would, does he look like one of the anchors on Fox News? No, he doesn't. Do I? No, I don't. But he's a real guy and has a fighting spirit, and that's why he's a reporter for Infowars.com. And he did something that none of those other cowards would do. They won't even look at photos. Dan's like, I have photos of the other people that they don't want you to see. The Secret Service comes over, let's show the images, and gets in his face and threatens him. And now they wouldn't say who they were last week. He thought they were FBI. Now people pointed out and notice this is Secret Service on record with Obama. So Obama sent guys to bug their eyes out and threaten Dan Bidondi, and there he is standing up to him. Look at him. That's what the globalists are doing to all of America. They're coming up, getting in your face, staring at you, trying to look evil, trying to look tough, so that you'll bend over, so foreign banks can implode the country and take over. All because they feel like they belong. Why don't you, Secret Service, be like the Secret Service agent Bongino, who was sitting there at a meeting, and he thought it was like a Mao Zedong meeting, as Obama was talking about how collectivism is good and how you didn't build that and how, you know, children must tell their parents what to do. He recognized he was in a globalist, collectivist, hardcore authoritarian meeting. And I guess Don Salazar now has his article up. Great job to Don. I just said blurb it. He did a whole article with the photos now up at Infowars.com. We need to red link that as well. And you know, I've had Secret Service come up to me. I'm not saying they're all bad. I know a lot of them are listeners. I've run into them since. But the guys they send are the ones that are evil. The ones that'll do what they're told. The ones that get off of being a bully and trying to scare people. I'd be embarrassed trying to scare somebody who wasn't asking for it. And then I wouldn't try to scare them. I'd try to climb all over, you know, who was trying to hurt an innocent person. Try to get them off of what was happening. I had Secret Service try stuff like this with me when I tried to just go down and report on the 2000 election results. I mean, they think this is Communist China. They think it's North Korea. And you know what? If we let them act like that, it is. Dan Bidondi, a hero to many out there, Infowars.com reporter. Great job, my friend. He's even got family because he's right there by Boston. And I'm not going to say their names, turning their back on him over this because they can't handle the peer pressure. They can't handle the fact, to see their family member having courage. They should be toasting him. They should be carrying him on their shoulders, but instead they spit on him. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, in a world of cowards, being a man of courage is a revolutionary act. And Dan Bidondi joins us. Dan, recapping, because you mentioned this as a footnote, what did they say to you? What did they do to you? What did you say back to them? And now to know that they didn't want you asking those questions. Here's the big issue. So they sent Secret Service of Obama, his inner Praetorian Guard, of literal Gestapo, of SS. The SS was Hitler's inner guard. The Praetorian Royal Guard sent to stand in front of you and try to shut you down in America because you wanted to hand out pictures of the contractors. Go ahead.
Well, when I got there, I knew he was some kind of agent. I wasn't sure. I said it was the FBI, but obviously he's the Secret Service. But when I sat down, he wanted to sit behind me. I heard him argue with the guy behind me. He had to sit there. His stuff was there, whatever the case. But he kept peeking over my shoulder every time I was sent a text message, every time I got a phone call. And when I was talking to my camera guy and my partner there, and I knew this guy wasn't a reporter. He's dressed as a reporter. It's like, this guy's not no reporter. And he's going to give me a problem. So when I get up to address the people, I had these pictures right here, the very pictures I showed. He jumps up with his clipboard, blocking the cameras, trying to block these photos. They were hell-bent. These pictures wouldn't to be showed. Now, before I went on here, he mentioned, like, when my friend arrived, he gave me these photographs out. And I heard him yell to some other guy, they got pictures. They ran in the back of the hallway and said they got pictures. The woman comes out, the coordinator, and she says to the press, excuse me, everybody, we're going to delay the meeting about 5 minutes. We got to get stuff together. What they were doing is they were trying to come up with a story, and that's why they came out right away, Alex, and they said, do not go to anybody else's pictures but ours. Don't look anywhere else but our pictures. And no other picture is credible. And these pictures here, these very pictures, I showed to the press anyway. I got bombarded by agents, FBI agents, and a Secret Service guy. But I stood up to them. I said, I'm not afraid of you people. And I stood right up to them because I have no fear of these people because I have a strong faith in God. But these pictures here were the nuclear bomb of information because I had press swarming me when, of course, the federal agents backed off. And I showed those pictures. I said, these pictures can be seen on Infowars.com. and people went to download these pictures. And that guy behind me, I knew he was up to no good. I knew he was up to something. And even my cameraman mentioned, watch that guy behind you, because he was hell-bent on sitting behind me.
We should also give credit to the camera guy, if he wants to be public, for the going.
It's Kevin LaPrade and Nick M, which was my other partner, was holding the microphone for me. Kevin LaPrade and Nick M, they're good friends of mine. They belong to activist groups. I forgot the group he belongs to. But anyway, it's just
Dan, listen, here's the bottom line. They acted totally suspicious about the other photos, the other people.
Yep.
One of the Saudis has now ended up dead in a river. That may have happened before. Who knows? It may not be related, but I predicted that the people would end up in the river. I actually said that over and over again, because I've seen it before. I hope people realize what we're doing here. I mean, I'm not asking people to go, oh, you've got so much courage. Oh, you're so great. But we literally are standing directly up to the beast. And now a senator has come out and said, looks like they had prior knowledge and stood down. We know that there was a drill. That's now been confirmed. Now it's come out that the older brother, Tamerlan, was CIA. Of course he was. He was allowed to go in and out with fake name. I mean, that stuff doesn't work unless they want it to work. And now he's hooked in with Zbigniew Brzezinski, who runs the operations to destabilize Russia.
Unbelievable. And I just want to say one thing, too, if I could. Everybody's giving me these compliments. You know, my credit, all that stuff goes to God. Glory to God, not me. And I want to say one thing. I'm from the smallest town in the smallest state in the country, literally. Watertown is 1 square mile to Central Falls, and we're from Rhode Island, which is a small state. So if one man can stand up against the global elite and make a difference, you can too. You know, Alex says all the time, you are the resistance. And it doesn't matter who you are. I'm not a great speaker. I don't have a pretty face. I don't like those, the reporters on CNN that read from teleprompters. You know what I mean? And I expose that too when I bullhorn the sidewalk.
You're a man who loves liberty and loves your family. You're not going to be, you have an instinct to not be a slave. And it's that instinct, Dan, that has done everything good in the world. It's that instinct that has created civilization, is not bending over to bullies.
Absolutely. And I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, like George Washington said.
Well, tell us the kind of stuff, because I remember you were off air saying they were really getting in your face. What did Obama's personal Secret Service people say to you?
Well, when I was trying to ask the questions, he was behind me heckling me. Shut up, and you can hear me in the camera tell him it's my First Amendment, back the hell off. And, I was very, because these people are very rude. He was out to, like, shut me down.
But what about the photos where he's in your face, right up in your space, and you point your finger back in his face?
Oh, yeah, he jumps right up, because he was expecting that. He jumps up and gets his clipboard he had, and he's trying to block the photos, from the camera, these very photos he had. And, of course, I put him with 2 hands. He can't block both. And it's just like, and he was like, telling me, sit down, shut up, blah, blah.
That's what they do now. They protect the lie. They protect the fraud. They protect Kim Jong-un. They protect the dictator.
And that just got me infuriated. I mean, these people think they can intimidate me. And I'm not no superhero. I'm not. I'm just sick of it. Like you are, Alex. I'm sick of it. And you know what? I know my life's at stake and yours as well. And I know what's all involved here. But, I don't care. My founding fathers, your founding fathers, our founding fathers, they made that sacrifice for us. So, you know what? It's our turn to make the sacrifice for our kids and our grandkids someday. And, you know what? That's why I'm not afraid, because
that's right. Stay there, and then I'll come back with calls. Stay there. Absolutely. They think we're beat. They think it's over. They think they can gut the whole country, suck us dry, shut down our energy systems. The first thing you bomb power plants. They're shutting them down. I mean, we are being shut down right now. We are being re-educated. But you know what? America's waking up. We're not done yet, you globalist murdering scum.
Jakari Jackson here, and I want to talk to you for a second about water. You know about ProPure, our flagship water purification system, but check out some of our portable water filter products at InfoWarsStore.com. The clearly filtered water pitcher. Also, for those of you on the go, we have the Athlete Edition filtered water bottle and the RAD Eliminator Pro filtered sports bottle that removes radiation. And keep in mind, we have replacement filters for all of these products. The ever-popular grab-and-go bag favorite, the Life Straw, the Crystal Quest shower filter system, and the Aquapod kit, great for mass storage of water. And while you're at the InfoWars shop, pick up a copy of our latest book, 31 Days to Survival. You can find all this and more at the InfoWarsStore.com. And don't forget, it's your support that funds our operation. Sign up for our free newsletter at InfoWars.com/newsletter.
Look, I just want to say this. I kind of get wound up to not even have courage to do this, but I mean, when I look at this evidence and then do what I do, you automatically get aggressive because you know you're fighting bad people. But I want to be very, very crystal clear here. The police, most of the FBI, most of the Secret Service are not involved in this. And they really believe they're good guys working for a good system. To use the movie analogy, just like Tom Cruise thinks he's working for the good guys in Oblivion, but he finds out otherwise. And that's what history's shown. Most German soldiers, including SS, really thought they were doing good work. And they really believe these guys acted alone. They're not going to look at them being CIA. Even if it's admitted, they don't want to look at that. Because they're all caught up in the pageantry and the funerals, and they're the heroes and all this stuff. And they attach all this tyranny, martial law, to the new USA. This is all a program. You learn how it looks. Then you go, man, that looks like the past stuff. And sure enough, okay, we'll see if there's a drill. We'll see if there was prior knowledge. We'll see if there's a stand down. We'll see if they were sent overseas in CIA training for Brzezinski groups. And then it's public, enrolled in Brzezinski groups with the terror groups. I mean, it's like, it's so painful. I wish they were real terrorists every day. I don't want to come up here and say things that freak people out and are unpopular, but I have a responsibility to do it. And of course, now you notice it's coming out, so we become even more popular. But that's not even my goal. I mean, getting more popular, I'd rather the New World Order subside, because believe me, I don't want to die. I don't want them to kill me or go after my family, but you know what? These people are so bad, it's got to be done. I'll be honest with you. If they were just, as I've said 1,000 times, if they were boss hog corrupt, they just wanted to steal stuff and run things, and, you know, I could argue, well, at least it'll trickle down to the economy. I'd still resist them, but I wouldn't just 110% study how to resist them historically using the truth and try to hurt them as bad as I could. I mean, I really am trying to get in their business. And they kill people that do that. But they haven't killed me because they go, you kill that guy, it'll make everybody listen to him even more. They're like, it doesn't matter, I want to kill him. And there may be a faction that does that. Just know I chose that path because that's God's path. Whatever God wants, it's in God's hands. They can't kill me if God doesn't want that. But I'm telling you, everybody should do what Dan Bidondi did. Everybody listening and watching should go out with simple questions at press conferences, call it your own local news site, create your own site, and just go calmly in a suit and ask questions. You will bring them down just asking questions. They were scared to death of one man talking about a drill that was in the Boston Globe. The only reason they're powerful is because you're scared of them. And they are dangerous now. They are powerful. But we're powerful too. And the God that's in us is a lot stronger than the God that's in them. They're the God of this world. I serve the God of the universe, not this little world. Real fast, Bidondi, you got 1 minute to finish up any points.
Real quick, I want to give credit to the Free American Patriots movement. The guys helped me out a lot. They gave me the pictures. They were great. And I just want to say again, man, I mean, my family, whole girlfriend's family disowned me. I'm barred from my girlfriend's house. My girlfriend's standing against the family and all that. But I mean, like, my life is a miserable hell. I got half my family that wants to disown me because of what I did. And the thing is, like, I don't even care about that because I care about my kid's future. I care about everybody's future.
Absolutely. Hey, Mark Twain, in the beginning, a patriot is a scarce man, hated and feared. Yep. But in time, when his cause succeeds, the timid join him because then it costs nothing to be a patriot. Dan, anything else?
Just want to say, get out there, people, get out there, video cameras, get out there, ask the real questions, and do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid. God bless you. Ask yourselves, what are you doing in this time of great challenge? What are you doing to unlock minds?